Okay, so as you can see, I'm changed. It's a new day. I fell asleep. Um, so now it's Saturday. I have Eden with me. His head is supported, by the way, with my thumbs. So he's here. So if you hear him kind of making grunting noises, that's him. Yeah. So he's kind of just looking towards the window. But his head is fine. He's leaning on me, so his head is fine. Because I know it kind of looks like it's not, but his head is fine. And I really wish he'd look at the camera, but he's like trying to look outside and stuff. So is it hard being a teen mom, and how do you handle both Eden and schoolwork? It's hard being a mom in general. Not, being a teen mom doesn't change how hard it is. How do I handle him in schoolwork? Luckily, I had him close to summer vacation, which is what we are on right now, but I did have to go through a month of school with him because he was born May 1st. We got out May 22nd, so almost a month of school with him, and it was really, really hard. I really wanted to sleep, when he was asleep, and I couldn't do that because I had to do my schoolwork or else I would have failed. And I actually got really good grades. I got 2 A's and 1 B, which I was surprised because I was a bit behind when I had him. I was a little bit behind, like a week behind school, and I caught up, which I didn't think I was going to be able to do. I thought I was so close to having a C in English class because my teacher graded it wrong, and so if I hadn't asked her about it, she would have left me with a C. But I did, and I ended up with a B, and he is laughing. And now he's making his little grunts. How is your boyfriend reacting to the baby? Great. Can you do an updated what's in my diaper bag video? I will do one before I go out somewhere because that's the only time I pack it. When I get back home, I unpack it. Well, there's a couple little things that stay in it just so I don't have to repack it. Have you gotten the chance to understand Ian's personality? Yes, I have, and he is trying to lift his head, if you can see that. I have gotten the chance to understand him a little bit more. He is a really laid-back baby. He doesn't cry. He just kind of grunts and smacks things around. He is already really active. He likes to when Julio moves his feet around. He likes when people play with him, and he is pretty funny. If Julio when Julio likes to clown on me and make jokes about me and stuff, and Julio will laugh, and Eden hears him, Eden will laugh too. Well, obviously he hasn't started laughing yet, but he'll smile. He'll make this big old wide grin, which he's just kind of like, what are you doing, Mom? What are you doing? But he will start to laugh and stuff. I mean, I don't know if you heard that, but he made a noise. Yeah, so that's kind of his personality. Bless you. Bless you. I'm holding him with my arm, so I know he's trying to bob his head, but it's fine. Does the baby's name mean anything to you, or do you guys just like the name? It is Julio's middle name, and that is why we chose it for his name, and it's also in the Bible. Are you going to tell Eden how old you were? Yes. If yes, what age will he be? Well, he'll know, just growing up. He's gonna know my mom was young when she had me. He's laughing, and it's so cute. What is more exciting, the fact that you have a newborn or when he has milestones? Milestones. I was totally waiting for him to smile, awake. Because when you have a newborn, they, smile in their sleep. But I really wanted him to smile awake, which is what he does now and makes noises. Will you use your experience to educate Eden when he is older? Yes, definitely. I don't want him to have to go through this because this is really hard. Being, having a child is really hard. So I really want him to understand that. And if he still, ends up being a teen dad, then obviously I'm going to be disappointed because he saw how hard it is, and I'm going to explain it to him multiple times. If he is, I don't like talking about this because he's my little baby, and and I'm just no, the thought of any girl touching my little baby is just I want to throw up. But if he is sexually active, I want him to know that he better be protected like 100%. She better be on birth control. He better have, you know, condoms and stuff. Like, if you still get pregnant on accident, well, him, oh my god, I hate talking about this. It gets me mad and gets me jealous because I don't want him to ever get a girlfriend or anything, because I'm gonna be jealous. Like, he's mine, and I just want him to be mine, and I don't want anyone else, like, saying, like, oh, he's mine. Like, no, he's mine. I'm gonna be a very jealous mom. Leave it at that. I'm already jealous just thinking about it. Why are you moving your head so much? He's like trying to bob his head around, but I don't know if you can see my arm. His head doesn't really go like all the way to the floor, because I know people are gonna try and tell me like you're holding him wrong. I know how to hold my baby. What will be some of Ian's most important, exciting, special milestones? Walking. When he becomes like tries to grab things more, tries to play with things more, and laughing. I'm very excited for him to laugh, and I'm excited for him to start trying to talk, like baby talk. I'm so excited for them. What advice do you have for all young teenage girls wanting to get pregnant? Multiple girls in my school are wanting to make a pregnancy pact, and we're going to be freshmen next year. Girl, they're crazy. You better move schools or something, because you don't want to get dragged down in that. I've seen that movie. No, okay, it does not go the way you plan. Like, I know a lot of girls are like, oh, if I get pregnant at a young age, my boyfriend is going to stay, this is going to happen, all this, and it is a lot different than you expect. It is hard, and it is tiring to always have to, you know, to have a baby depend completely on you, and, you know, it is hard. It is just hard. Like, don't do it. Just final advice, don't do it. And if you do it, be protected completely. What are you most looking forward to your future with Eden and Julio? I'm looking forward to him getting a little bit older, him like being able to play a little bit more, because right now he's just like he just kind of doesn't really play too much, makes noises and he grunts and stuff and moves around, but he doesn't really play too much. And I'm looking forward to him being more aware, so that him and Julio will interact a little bit more. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. What do you think about teen girls who are waiting until marriage to have sex? Good for you. You do that. You know, make sure you're in a stable, committed relationship. And if you're married, well then obviously it's stable and it's committed. Hopefully. You know, that's really great. And you most likely won't have to go through everything else. You know, the struggle of like where we're gonna live, you know, what are we gonna do, is my boyfriend gonna leave me or not? Obviously they can still get divorced, but it's a little more committed. Are you subscribed to my YouTube channel? If not, can you? Also, how have you guys been? So I will show you guys who put that. So there's this person, so shout out to you, AZ Nation. Yes, we are subscribed to you, and I did not click subscribe right now, so I can give you a great bet since I just saw what kind of videos you post, which are gaming videos, and I can already see that some of them are watched. So my best bet is that Julio subscribed to you and Julio watches your videos. So yes, we are subscribed to you already. How have you guys been? Great. It's getting a bit better to handle, easier to handle. So, you know, we're good. How does it feel to be a teen mom? Is it hard? It's really hard. What is the biggest challenge on being a mom? Being sleep deprived. What was your diet during pregnancy? I had no diet. I ate everything. I was like a bulldozer for food. I ate everything. The only thing I didn't eat was chicken. I hated chicken. I still hate chicken. I didn't hate chicken before I got pregnant, which I find a little bit weird. But yeah, that was my diet. Eat everything. Do you like being a mother, and would you recommend being a mother at a young age? I love being a mother. I do not recommend it at all. How has your life changed now that you have a baby? It has changed a lot because I can't do everything I was able to do before I had Eden. You know, he depends on me. I have to be there for him 24/7 during the day. Which he's kind of getting grumpy, so I have to hurry up. But yeah, what does your day look like from morning to end? My day looks like changing diapers, making bottles, breastfeeding, changing breast pads, you know, feeding him, burping him. That's what my day is. My day is all towards, you know, because of him. That how my day goes. Did your belly go back to the regular size, and is it easy carrying for a baby at that age? My belly is not back to its normal size yet, which I don't know how long that's going to take. I'm probably going to have to exercise a bit more, which I haven't really been doing. I've been exercising a little bit, but I'm kind of lazy right now. Is it easy carrying for a baby at that age? No, it's not, but not easy carrying for a baby at any age. You guys can hear him. He's making noises. What was the whole story on how you got pregnant, told Julio your parents, and what did they all say? I have that posted as 14 I'm pregnant, my story, on my YouTube page, because that's going to be a long story, and he's getting fussy, so, look at the camera. He's just like, no, Mom, like, I'm pissed off now. You want you? You want it? Since he's so used to my breast, it kind of takes a while to get his binky in. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that. It kind of takes a while. Like, we have to, like, yeah, he doesn't really know how to hold on to it either. He's not hungry. I literally just fed him 5 ounces. But he just doesn't know how to hold on to it. Like, if I were to pick him up right now, it would fall straight out his mouth. Like, no hesitation or anything. You see? Everything revolves around him. How much weight have you lost since you had the baby? 21 pounds, I believe. 21 pounds or 26 pounds, one of those two. I really want a baby, but I'm only 13. No. Girl, wait for a long while. Did you want to have a baby? I did not want to have a baby. I wanted to have a baby sometime in the future. Before I got pregnant, I was like, I want 6 kids, I want 8 kids, blah, 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 blah. Now I only want this kid, because, you know, that's it. You dropped your binky, what am I supposed to give you now? Man, he dropped it on the floor, and Nico walks on the floor, so can't give it to him now. Man. Do you miss being pregnant? If so, why or not why? I miss being pregnant so much, because I liked having my big belly. I loved my belly. I loved it so much. I loved waddling around. I didn't care, you know, how painful that big belly was. I loved my belly. Okay, so Eden is taking a food break. He is in his bassinet eating. Try to put him in his little thing, but he did not want to be in it. He is at 45-degree angle, so he is safe. You know, he can have his bottle propped up, which is what it is right now. He's at an angle. His butt is all the way down here. Why are you knocking it down? He is knocking it down, but, you know, hopefully. Man. Yeah, you see, babies can't really. It's kind of hard to put him in videos because he cries. So, I'm going to answer the questions on my Ask a Femme. What's the biggest task you face since having Eden? Just having to, you know, always be watching him, always be taking care of him 24/7 throughout the day is really difficult for me because I never had to do that. You know, I never had anything rely on me 100%, and now he does. So that's, you know, that's the hardest thing. Have you and Julio changed, like, your personalities? I think we become a lot more mature, a lot more serious about our life. You know, just a lot. We matured a lot. How you became more mature? Yes. Will Ian go to public school? Yes, he will, which I'm not happy about, but, you know, I'm not going to place him in online school and not let him socialize. He obviously will be on soccer teams and stuff like that, but Julio wants me to go to public school. And, you know, I guess. Man, I don't want him to. But, yeah, I already explained this. What, are you getting your own car? Yes, hopefully soon. I'm still trying to figure out how to drive. I drove for the first time in 10 months yesterday, so that was great. Have your and Julio's relationship changed? He has his arm, like, underneath the blanket that's holding up his bottle, and he keeps moving his arm, which moves the blanket, which drops the bottle. He's sticking his hand up. yes, our relationship has changed a lot. We are a lot more serious now, a lot more, just overall our relationship got a lot, just better, because I don't know, it just got better. We talk about yours and Julio's relationship. We have a very joking kind of relationship, really like a lot of humor. We smack each other around a lot, well, not like hurtful way, but we also clown on each other a lot, jokes, we make fun of each other, but we are also caring for each other. If, like, I remember one time I was up crying at 2 in the morning and Julio got up with me until I fell back asleep, and he was tired, so he still got up with me. I have to make sure he doesn't fall asleep with the bottle in his mouth because he can get an ear infection. But I don't know if you can hear him. He eats really loud, so he's still awake, obviously. So yeah, that's our relationship. And we still, a lot of people after they have their baby, it's just about the baby. We still like to put time aside for us so that our relationship doesn't totally become about Eden, because that is not a good way to have a relationship just about a baby, because then you are just together for the baby and you have to be together for each other also. So we do still go out on dates. We haven't gone on dates in a while, but we still go out on dates. We will rent movies, get a bunch of snacks, and still have movie nights at, where we're at and stuff like that. So yeah, that's our relationship. Would you have waited to when you were older to get pregnant with Eden if you could have? Yes, I would definitely have waited. Or are you glad you had him at the age you did? I wish we had waited, but it's kind of like weird. If I got the same baby, same personality, same everything, in a couple years, I would have loved that. If I would have gotten a different baby, different personality, like not Eden, then I'd rather have him now, because I love Eden. And so, would you have waited when you were older to get pregnant with Eden if you could have, or are you glad you had him at the age you did? I would have waited definitely to have Eden, just because I would have had my own car, job, house, all that. And now it's just kind of like, man, like I wish we were able to be independent, but we can't be because we are still young. Hopefully he doesn't start crying. Doesn't really cry, but he will grunt around. How did you tell your parents you were pregnant? I told my mom at Fry's, on a bench outside of Fry's, so that she wouldn't really yell at me. I just handed her the test and said, I'm sorry I disappointed you. My dad found out on accident. I thought my mom had told him. I texted him and said, that I was pregnant. Like, what did he think about it? And everything. And then he was like, what? And I was like, what? I thought you knew. Oops. Like, man. Like, my mom didn't tell me that she didn't tell him, so that sucked. What's the best thing that's ever happened to you, and how has your life changed after Eden, and what are things that you're going to miss now that you're a mother? What's the best thing that ever happened to me is Eden and Julio. They are the best things that have ever happened to me. Eden, he is the reason why I became clean, why I fixed my life up. I fixed it up for him. I never thought that I would be able to, stop doing all the self-destructive things I was doing until he came along. Like, right when he came along, like, just like that, everything stopped. Everything bad that I was doing stopped. I got serious about my grades. Everything changed right when I had Eden. And I never thought that I would be able to do that, When you are depressed, you just think, like, I'm going to be depressed forever. I'm going to self-harm forever. I'm going to do all this self-destructive stuff forever. And that's when my mind was set. Like, I would stop for a while, and then I'd be like, I would relapse. And I'd be like, this is just how it's always going to be. And I really did believe that. I was like, I'm never going to be able to stop. And right when I had Eden, everything changed. I stopped right away, and, I am almost 11 months clean. And I never thought I would even go 11 days clean, and it's like amazing. So he is definitely the best thing that has ever happened to me, him and Julio, and he is snoring now. He fell asleep. How has your life changed after Eden? It's changed a lot. My whole life is you know, everything I do is for him. I change his diapers, clean his bottles, you know, everything I do is for him. What are things you're going to miss now that you're a mother? I'm not going to miss anything, because everything I did before I got pregnant was bad. You know, I was in a bad place, and now I'm in a much better, you know, everything is much better for me now, and so I'm definitely not going to miss anything that I did before I got pregnant. I'm just excited now to, you know, experience all his milestones, you know, everything like that. What kind of birth control are you on? I actually have it. Right here. Is it in there? Yes, it is. I am on I don't want to show anything. Okay, you can't even see it. Cyclofem. Does it say on here? It doesn't. Oh yeah, it does. It's right there. Cyclofem, something like that. This is what it looks like. Active pills, inactive pills. I've gotten up to that. That is my birth control. Yeah. How did your rest of your family react? Like your grandparents? They didn't really react anyway. They were just like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, you know, it's gonna be hard. That's all they were basically telling me. I'm not really close with my family that much, so that's why. What would you do if you found out you were pregnant again in like a year? I would be so upset. I would obviously deal with it. I wouldn't abort, wouldn't put my baby up for adoption. I would handle the situation because, you know, obviously have to be responsible. But I would be upset because Eden would be so young. It'd be hard taking care of two instead of one. It's so hard taking care of one, and two is just like I'm gonna go crazy. So I would be upset. Are you planning going out of state or country with baby Ian anytime soon? We might go somewhere for Father's Day or sometime this month with Eden. We don't know where yet, but yeah, maybe. When are you gonna start driving again? I drove yesterday, and it was really nerve-wracking because I get really dizzy when I have to look at one thing, focus on one thing, which I have to focus straight ahead, and my eyes will start to go kind of blurry, so I just have to kind of like look to the side and then look back again. So it's kind of difficult for me. Do you have any advice for girls your age who just found out they're pregnant? Sleep. Does your baby brother get along with Eden well? Yes, he is really overprotective of Eden. He is just like, this is my baby brother. He looks at him like that, obviously, because my brother is barely about to be 4 on June 19th. So the way he looks at him is his baby brother, but he always changes his stuff. Like, that's my baby brother, or that's my nephew, or I'm his uncle, or I'm his big brother. I think it's really cute because he was really emotional the first couple days when I had Eden, because I babysat him a lot. I was always taking care of him, and I was always the one who babied him the most. So he's really close with me. So once I had Eden, you know, obviously I was taking care of him. I was always with Eden. So he was jealous, but he gets along with him really well. How does your dad feel now? My dad loves Eden, and yeah, he loves Eden. Do you watch other teen moms on YouTube? No, not really. Does yours and Julio's friends come see Eden? They don't come see Eden, but Julio, because we're living at Julio's house right now. My friends have seen Eden. Julio's friends see Eden. Everybody sees Eden. Do you guys get a lot of hate? Not really. Not in person, on social media. Well, just on YouTube, on Ask, we get hate. What college are you and Julio wanting to go to if you guys are going? NAU. I want to go to NAU. That's in Flagstaff. I really want to go to NAU. Can you guys start doing vlogs? Wow, said that completely wrong. Can you guys start doing vlogs? I keep trying, but I keep forgetting to record. Sometime during the day I'll forget. But we are going to do vlogs once we get a better camera. What kind of phone do you and Julio have? I have an iPhone. He was about to start laughing. An iPhone 5. It kind of has like a crack, but it's okay because I have that extra like screen thing that's on top of my screen. It's like plastic or glass or something that's on top of my real screen. so that my screen doesn't crack, because I always mess up my phones on accident. You know, I'm clumsy. I drop it like that. Like, my phone is always falling. It's always cracking. But I have the iPhone 5S. Julio has the iPhone 5C. Mine is gold, but I have a case on it. But my phone is gold. And Julio has a blue. His phone is blue. He has no case. He's crazy, you know. I'm scared to have my phone without a case. Because you see that crack right there? I don't know if you guys can see it. Like right there in the corner. That happened to me like the first day I got my phone. I went to the hospital. I was having contractions, and there's like a little pocket thing here. I thought it was a pocket. I slipped my phone in there, and boom, I hear it like hit the floor. Luckily, it hit it on the corner. Didn't hit the front. Didn't hit the back. It was a sad moment. Yeah. What is your favorite thing to do, like, as a pastime? Play soccer. During the day, he doesn't really sleep, so he's like up right now. He just woke up. He fell asleep for like 2 minutes. But yeah, my favorite thing to do in pastime is play soccer and watch Netflix. Where is your favorite place to go for fun? I like going to California a lot. I like the beach, Santa Monica Pier, you know, all that stuff. Do you guys watch any TV shows? Which ones? I stutter a lot because I stutter a lot, so ignore me as I stutter. I'm watching Orange is the New Black right now. I like watching Pretty Little Liars, Kitchen Nightmares. Yeah. What is your favorite food? My favorite food is spaghetti. Genesis, what exercise will you be doing once you are clear? Just playing soccer. You know, I'm gonna go back on a team. So that's just how I exercise, is by doing soccer. You know, we condition. That's how we exercise. Yeah. Running a lot. Running. I hate running, but after not running for 10 months, I feel a little bit better when I run now. I'm like, yes, you know, finally. How do you pronounce your name? How do you pronounce your name? Genesis or Jenny. I get called both. Is Eden an easy baby to take care of? Yes, he doesn't really cry. He's kind of fussy sometimes, but he doesn't cry. Before you got pregnant, did you ever want a kid? I wanted like 6 or 8 kids. Now, I think I might be done. Julio wants 3 in total, and I probably will have another one in like 7 years. I want a girl just so I can feel how it feels to have a girl and a boy. But if I have a boy, you know, I'll still be happy because, you know, boys are so fun. Like, it's so crazy having a boy. Like, I'm always like, when I change his diaper, you never know what's gonna happen. I have gotten peed on. He peed on my head one time. He peed on my legs. What was so bad about your last relationships? My last relationship was really a self-destructive relationship. Got into a lot of trouble. Well, my last 2 relationships were just not good relationships for me at all. I just got in a lot of trouble in those 2 relationships, and that's just kind of where my life went downhill in my last 2. Yeah. The relationship before that, I had 3 serious relationships before Julio. So in total, my whole life, I've had 4 relationships that would really count. I've dated 4 people that would really count. My last 2, not counting Julio, so there's just 3. My last 2 were really just self-destructive. And the one before that was just like a normal relationship. Yeah. But, yeah. How was your addiction? What were you addicted to? How did you get sober? Can you put this in the Q&A? My addiction, I was addicted to anything that would hurt me. I don't really like talking about it because I'm not really comfortable talking about it, but yeah, I was addicted to anything that would hurt me. I did whatever I could get my hands on. So I was addicted to a lot of stuff. I don't really want to get into what I was addicted to, but I can tell you how I got sober and how I got clean. I remember I wasn't really addicted to drinking. I did drink a couple times, but it wasn't really an addiction. I didn't really like drinking. It tastes horrible. But I was addicted to self-harming and that kind of stuff. Anything that was self-destructive, I was addicted to it, but I wasn't really a fan of drinking. I was clean for a couple days in self-harm and that kind of stuff. I would go clean for about 10 days and then I would relapse. I think 10 days was the most I did until I got admitted into a hospital, an inpatient hospital, and there, after I came out of that place, I was clean for 3 months and then I relapsed. And then I got pregnant. Well, I was self-harming the whole entire time up until I got pregnant. Once I got pregnant, I automatically became clean from everything that I was doing. And I'm almost 11 months clean, which I'm really proud of because I never thought I would get there. I don't know if you guys saw Eden's hand, but he's like moving in his sleep. I never thought that I would be able to even get to 4 months clean, 5 months clean. Even 2 weeks clean was a struggle for me. And so now that I can say like I'm about to be 11 months clean, it's just crazy because I never ever thought that I would get here. You know, I struggled with depression a lot and it was really hard for me. And so Eden is kind of like, he is my light. And so he just lights up my whole day. If I, like, sometimes I still feel really depressed. But once I see him, once he's awake, he's making noises at me, he's talking to me, and my day automatically gets better because of him. So he is just, you know, he is my everything. Without him, I would not be here. So, you know, everything just got a little more emotional right now. So now I'm going to answer the questions on Instagram. Oh, how is your relationship now that you guys are parents, and are you guys thinking of moving out on your own? We live together. We are going to move out on our own in a couple years, maybe 2 or 3. Our relationship is a lot better now. You know, we're serious. If a little argument is coming up about something dumb, we won't even argue about it. We don't even discuss it because it's irrelevant. So, yeah. What would you recommend? Would you recommend having a baby? Oh, I answered this one already. How did you and Julio decide to be sexually active? I'm sorry, these questions are worded a little bit weird, so I kind of have to figure them out. We decided to be sexually active because we didn't really decide. It wasn't really discussion. We just did it. So we didn't really decide. He's grunting in there. Hi, baby. He's laughing. He's like playing around with himself. So what is your plan for the future? My plan for the future is to get my diploma, graduate university, go to med school, you know, all that. What grade are you and Julio in? We have just transitioned into becoming sophomores, so we just finished our freshman year. I'm trying to find the questions because I have to go through all of them. It's kind of harder to find them in Instagram. What is your biggest worry about Eden? I'm really worried about him getting with the wrong kind of friends. That was a big problem for me. I met the wrong, like, the people I met were just the wrong kind of people. I should not have been friends with them. Yeah, so that's my biggest worry for him, is that he will get with the wrong people. React to this on the Q&A. I'm not going to show it, but I think that picture was really funny. You know if you sent it or not, because there's only one person who sent me that picture. Was it all worth the pain? He was definitely worth the pain. I remember being in labor like, no, like, I'm gonna die. This is where it ends. I'm going to die on this table here. And obviously I didn't die on that table, and he was worth it. He is my little love. Like, he was just worth everything. It is painful, but he was worth it. Yeah, so I think those are all. Oh, no. Those aren't all the questions. I remember I screenshotted some because I answered it. Okay, here it is. Can you talk about Eden's schedule in the Q&A and how often he wakes up and eats and for how long, and can he be in the video? Yes, he was writing that video. So Eden's schedule, how often he wakes up at nighttime, from 10 p.m. till 9 a.m. he wakes up twice, either at 2 or 3 a.m. or at 6 or 5 a.m. I think the 6 or 5 a.m. wake up is the hardest one for me. Last night he woke up at 4. I was like, well, you know, yay. Then he woke up again at 7 something, and then he woke up again at 10. Now he is half asleep. I keep waking him up with my voice, which kind of sucks. Like, hopefully I don't really wake him up. But yeah, he eats a lot. He eats about 5 to 6 ounces now. Yeah. I don't really know how long he eats. He just eats until he's full. But yeah, I don't breastfeed at night. I'm kind of, well, I'll talk about this in the postpartum, 6-week postpartum video that will be uploaded like before this video, I think. I don't know, depends. But yeah, his schedule during the day, he wakes up like every hour to 30 minutes to an hour. At nighttime, every 3 to 4 hours, or 4 to 5 hours, then 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, that's kind of his schedule.